Hello.
Hi, nice to meet
Do
you,
you want to
Will.
sit here first?
Thank you.
Hi, Jimmy. My name's Will, and I'll be looking after you today as your accredited exercise physiologist. How have you been?
Yeah, I've been really well, thank you. I've just been working and really looking after my two sons. And yeah, to be honest, I was really, really nervous to come in today. So
Yeah, that's completely understandable to feel that way, Jimmy. Doing something different for the first time is always quite difficult. If there's anything I can do to make you feel more comfortable, please let me know. Can you tell me a bit about what you do for work and what your home life is like, Michael?
yeah, so I've been working as a builder for the last 30 years, and I have two young sons that go to university who I support in their studies, and that is kind of my home life. So supporting them and going to work.
That's a great profession, and you should be extremely proud to have two young, successful sons with a proactive and supportive mother. I see that you've brought some paperwork with you for me from your local GP regarding why you've come to see me today. Do you mind if I take a look?
No, go ahead.
Great. Okay. So I can see that you've been diagnosed with a subacromial shoulder impingement. Are you able to tell me a bit about when this first started and what led you to coming and seeing me today?
Yeah, thank you. You are correct. I have had issues with my shoulder for many years. I've been diagnosed with subacromial shoulder impingement, and have played havoc on my job since, as I currently work full time to support my boys. Unfortunately, my partner, she passed away just after my second son was born, and I haven't been able to really find that motivation to exercise in these past years, resulting in really me putting on a lot of weight. I've been trying to exercise, however, bad culture, bad friends, work environment just hasn't allowed me to get back to the gym, and I just really don't like it.
Well, thank you for telling me about that, Dimitri. As much as it is hard, you're extremely brave and for coming and seeing me today, and you've taken the correct steps in trying to find a solution for your goals and for you to achieve. Would you like to try and achieve those goals with me?
Yeah, many have tried, but yeah, I would like to give it a go.
So let's see if I can do a bit better than the others today. Can you tell me a bit about your subacromial shoulder impingement and how it affects your daily life, particularly whilst at work and whilst at home?
To be honest with you, I don't actually know much about the condition really. All I know is that it affects my left shoulder, and when I try and lift, it really, really restricts my movement. This is particularly frustrating when I'm lifting, carrying tools, and objects at work. I feel the pain worse at the end of the day, which is the reason why I'm lacking in that motivation to exercise after work.
That sounds extremely tough, Dimitri. I can imagine after such a physical day of work, to coming home and caring for your children, all in pain, would make it that much harder. Would you like me to give you some more insight into your condition and how we may combat that?
Yeah, please do. Like I said earlier, others have tried before.
Okay, let's see if I can put it into a different perspective for you. So, a subacromial shoulder impingement is one of the most common disorders of the shoulder. It results in the loss of and disability of yourself to move it. It affects the structures of the subacromial space, which lead to dysfunctional and glenohumeral and subscapular thoracic movement patterns. This essentially means, in layman's terms, that it causes pain, weakness, and a loss of motion within the shoulder. It occurs 1 in 3 individuals, particularly aged between 30 and 60, which is your age. And especially in those with an increased BMI. So if you put on a few kilos, it might increase it. However, specific exercise and strengthening exercises have been proven by researchers to assist to relieve this pain of people living with this condition.
Awesome. Okay, but just going through all those different points there, I lift a lot of work. Shouldn't that help it out?
It will help, however, there are specific rehabilitation exercises which need to be utilised through a period of time in order to maintain a pain-free environment. This will improve your ability to perform daily tasks and therefore increasing your satisfaction and overall quality of life.
Okay, but I'm finding that I'm really still in pain by the end of the day, and how will this help? How will this work?
Well, let's start looking at some goals you would like to achieve from these exercise programs and what you enjoy and dislike from exercise.
Okay. Okay. So some of the goals would be particularly to lose some weight through this, I guess, and really to improve my overall fitness in order to play with my sons after work and to actually kick the footy with them again, and really not be so tired all the time. I find that I'm lacking in that energy, but I guess mostly what I'm looking for is to be able to do my daily tasks again when I'm not pain free and able to improve my overall lifestyle.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's fantastic goals there, Dimity. From the research that I've read, it's identified an association between the psychological factors, including anxiety, depression, job satisfaction, and the occurrence of subacromial impingement pain. This will help to improve your overall quality of lifestyle, like you've mentioned.
That's all good and well. I just don't have time, and I find that exercise can be boring sometimes. And when I do it, the pain is worse.
Yeah, that's understandable, Dimity. Finding the time to exercise can be a challenge, particularly being a single parent. What we could look at doing would be, rather than performing your 1 hour training session at the end of the day when you are tired and sore after work, instead, what we can try and do is break this session up into 10 to 15 increments throughout the day, whilst both at work or after work. As you feel more confident with these and become more efficient with timing, you may be able to build up to longer training sessions, like 20 or 30 minutes. For example, some of the things we might look at doing is going for a walk outside with your sons to the train station when they go to university for the day. Through these exercises, this will help be the same as doing a single hour training session, and you can alternate it throughout your day. Do you think this might help with the exercises, making it more excitable and manageable?
Yeah, I really do like the idea of the different exercises, as I really do get bored easily with that 1 hour training session. By doing the different exercises outdoors is what I prefer, rather than being stuck inside in a gym setting, which is quite boring.
Fantastic, Jimmy. I'm glad we can find something that suits your lifestyle. I believe if we looked at something more specific in the routines into your training session program, such as starting with 2 to 3 sessions per week, this will allow you to follow and track your progression, and will also help achieve your goals, like we spoke about earlier.
Yeah, I think that is achievable. I think I would like to start with 3 times 10 training sessions that you talked about throughout the week, and I'm feeling a bit more comfortable and confident now that we've discussed and we're increasing the exercise in the length of time.
I believe this is a great start, Dimity. I think that what you've described to me will help achieve your goals and is a great start to your exercise routine. I would like you to still come in and see me for some training sessions each week within our clinic, or alternatively we can do it outside. This can either be done with myself or with another exercise physiologist. And also we can either do this individually one-on-one or within a group setting. This will be good in order to correct your technique, and we can also add new exercises. This will help achieve your specific exercise goals, like you mentioned. How does this sound to you?
Yeah, that sounds really good, actually. As I mentioned, I really do enjoy working and training outside, and I believe training with others is motivating and will help me achieve my goals.
Great. Thank you for that. From our conversation today, I believe your goals are very achievable. I like that you have you've had a serious think and a big input into the exercise routines that you think you'll be able to manage. How do you feel about everything we've spoken about today? And is there anything you want to discuss before I see you next time?
No, you're right. I really appreciate you incorporating me into this exercise routine. And I believe this will have a better impact, as I have been personally deciding on what is achievable for me, rather than me telling me what I can do. Before I see you next time, I will continue with the 3 times 10-minute training sessions, and we'll build from there. I will aim to see you next week to perform a one-on-one training session to correct my technique, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, excellent. I'm glad that we're on the same page, and you now have a greater understanding about your condition and what we can do to achieve these goals. I'm looking forward to seeing you next week, Dimity, to begin our training, and I believe that over the next 6 to 8 weeks, we can make those goals a reality. If you have any more concerns or questions after this consultation, please don't hesitate to contact me either by email, phone, or coming into the clinic. I look forward to seeing you next week, and thank you for coming in.
Oh, thank you so much, Will. I really look forward to doing this 16-week program with you, and you've been extremely supportive, and I'll see you in next week sometime.
Great. All right,
Thank you.
Have a good one.